Hello, this is Ansu. Welcome to my channel. If this is the first time that we are meeting, I am a local South African girl. I'm an artist, I'm an educator, I'm a designer. I have got a local little online shop in Pretoria, South Africa, and a boutique studio that I manage with my sister Sharita. And we've been designing paper products and crafting elements for the last 4 years, and we just love our job. Right, today I want to share with you a little order that I placed for my online shop that I want to load in my shop, and I just want to talk about my physical products today. So if you know my store, the Ivytree Studio store, you'll know that we do our own products and all our artwork we design from scratch. So we don't buy image packs from anybody, we use all our own art, so everything is done in-house. But I do love other products as well and using them in my crafts, and I've got a online club called the Club Creative Girl, and there's a group on Facebook that you can join for free. We used to ask membership, yearly membership or annual membership fees that included a lot of stuff. And we're changing that this year a little bit so that we bring you something monthly. Instead of buying a membership, you're going to buy a little product that will give you club prompts and lots of other things as well that can help you create and color in your creative life. So for me as an educator, it's very important to encourage others to be creative, especially if you're highly sensitive or you are an artist. You will probably also be highly sensitive to the world around you, and we pick up on a load and we need to de-stress and process and make sure that our emotional life is healthy, and being creative is one way of doing it. Remember, one way. There's many other things like getting into nature, shutting down all noise, getting away from your screen. So when you're done watching this video, switch it off and go lie in a dark room and listen to music, soft music or something. That can also help you instead of just being on your phone the whole time. Right, so the products that I'm going to offer in the Artful Ways section. Artful Ways is my own personal venture. It is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've tried it over time, but life just happened. So this year I'm going to offer in-person classes as well at my home, as well as physical product. The physical product is not my focus. That's just the fun part and coloring in and making the fun stuff that I use on a regular basis available to the girls who come and join the Club Creative Girl that is going to be at my house or at my studio at my home. And if you are in the club and you live in Cape Town or somewhere else in South Africa, then you can also be part of the fun things that we do, and you can also order all the products. And I've got a ton of other things that I'm planning for this year to make it even much more fun for everybody in the club. So if you're a club girl, and you're a local girl, you would know that if you watch my live videos and things, I joined the Reset Girl community a couple of years ago and made friends with Corey Speaker, who is the Reset Girl, and I just love her to bits and everything that she does. I'm also an INFP like her. We are mediators, we are definitely sensitive. We love encouraging other people. So just like Corey, I've got the same ministry of encouragement, but I felt like God was saying we need to bring it in locally, and we need to also use our own thumbprint and do our own thing with it. And I've got my own ministry, so encouraging girls the way that I want to do it, with a little bit of Reset Girl flair in it, I would say. I can encourage you to go and support her and support her products and what she's doing. She's a lovely lady and she's got a lot to offer. I just felt like the products that she's offering is really affordable if you live overseas, but local girls, it would just be barely outside of your budget to kind of be part of the club and do all the things and events, online events with all the products and everything. It's just out of our reach. So I felt like I wanted to bring a local version of that club closer to the girls at home. And I also have my own ideas and things that I want to live out, that I feel like God is saying he brought Corey into my life for a reason. He's got a mission for me, and he wants me to complete that mission. So just like I love vintage little ladies, my mom, it reminds me of my mom. She was a young girl in the 50s and 60s, and with the little cute hoop dresses and things. So when I work with the vintage ladies, I always think of my mom, and that's, I think, my main motivation for using the Simply Lady, or bringing the Simply Lady elements to our collections. Now, also, before I dig into the bag, so if you're interested in what's on my table, I just want to mention that we bring digital products closer to you, so it makes crafting so much easier. I've got girls that lives on farms, and they're far away from stores and things, and all you need is your printer and your paper and your scissors and your glue, and you can be part of the club, and you can also be creative. And I've got Charmaine, I had her on my design team last year, and if you go back on Ivytree Studio's Facebook page, you'll be able to see, and on Instagram, all the projects that the girls were doing with just digital prints. So digital is kind of part of the hybrid way of doing scrapbooking and crafting and journaling. And I'm a big journal girl, so everything creative I bring into my journals. And so if you talk about creative journaling, that term, what does it mean? And I actually want to simplify it to everybody and say, hey, crafting can be a journal experience in general. So if you do scrapbooking, there's journaling involved. It's creative and it's journaling. So it's creative journaling. Card making can be a journaling experience. You writing notes to people, that's a journaling experience, and you are decorating it. So card making can be a creative journaling expression. A lot of people make cards and put it into their journals or in their planners. Planning and diary keeping and decorating, that's a creative experience. So that's creative journaling. Taking a journal and just adding your stash to it and little journal cards and your notes and things, that's creative journaling. Art journaling is journaling and it's creative. So that's part of creative journaling. So I feel like the term creative journaling from an educational standpoint is kind of an umbrella term for all of these things. I started using this term more than a year ago, and I feel like that's what God is saying that I am and that I do. It's my expression of any type of journaling is creative. I've been doing it for such a long time, actually since I was a teenager, and it's evolved over time and grown with all the skills I've acquired over time. And lately, in the last couple of years, the things that I see in the community, creative community, and the things that I find I relate to. So I won't show you anything on my channel if I don't believe in it, or if I don't make use of it, or if I don't feel like it is worth it to invest in it. So I have a company, a local company that I want to talk about. They're called W&M. And so W&M Crafts, and you can check them out online. They only sell to retailers, so if you want their products, you have to find it. You have to order it from me directly, or your local P&A would also stock it and so on. But I want to offer you basic things that I believe is going to help you in your creative process. So right, so getting down to the bag, I'm a bag lady and I love containers. I always show you my little containers that I use in my videos and things, and I love it. I love organization. It helps me curb the clutter. It helps me see my product that I want to use or my stash better, and I can get to it quicker and do creative spreads with it. And so I'm always into the different things that I can use to organize my life a little better. And I love to take my stash or my creativity with me on the go. It helps me take in less of a load in my environment. So if I go to a busy mall, I go to the backside of a restaurant where it's quiet and there's enough light, and I take my bag with me, and while I wait for my food to come, then I sit and craft. And I normally get around to 1 or 2 spreads done, depending on if hubby is with me. He also loves journaling, not as girly or creative as me, but he has his little book and his notes and things, and he does his Bible journaling while I'm busy, and I just love that. So I saw these bags on W&M's website, and they've got 3 versions. Some of it is already low in stock, so if you want to grab your bag, you need to go to my website quickly and place your order. They're very affordable, very sturdy, good quality, and you can wipe them down because they're laminated. You can wipe them down, which I really love as a creative person. Say you mess a little paint on or whatever, you can quickly rub that off. And so these bags are big enough for a Bible journaling bag. So girls, if you're a Bible journaler, go grab this bag quickly. The blue I think is out, but there's red, which is a nice popping color, and there's I think a khaki type of green bag, which is kind of versatile. I think you can really do a lot with that. So these bags are the smaller one. It's the handbag. I think they call it a handbag, but it's not really a handbag. You can use it as a handbag, but it's got so many pockets. So before I put it up straight, I just wanted to show you the bag from the side, and then it's got pockets here and it's got big pockets here. So I love the fact it's quite big. I made myself a bag and like this, and I love the dots. So as you can see, I'll show you my bag that I made in a minute. It's not laminate, it's material, which I'm actually sorry that I did, because I've got a cat and her hair sticks to my bag, which I don't like. Alright, so this one will be cat friendly as well. So if you're a cat lover, this bag would be cat friendly. Okay, so nice big handles, so it can go over your shoulders, and it's big enough, which I didn't really expect, to put in your 12 by 12 inch craft paper. So you can put the plastic bins, the thin ones. I have one here, I think somewhere. You can put it in here to kind of make your bag stand up, and you can add your paper to it. So that's what I'll be doing, and it's big enough that you can add your Bible, you can add your cutting mat, and your ruler won't stick out, which I think is great. And there's pockets inside. I don't know if you can see that. I think I'm gonna stand up so I can see what the camera sees. Yes, right, so there's pockets inside as well, and just to the one side, but that's okay. So I'll have my paper in there, probably in a bin to kind of keep it sturdy. But it's big, girls. It's big enough, but not too big, and it's high enough so that it covers your paper. There is a way of, you can close it, but then you won't be able to add your paper to it unless you do A4. So if you add your cutting mat, which is A4 size, then this will fit in nicely in here. And there's a lot of product for your art product, your Bible, and to the sides of both sides you've got a big pocket, and you've got a velcro large pocket to the back, which I love. You can use this as a nappy bag as well, I think. And so I can really recommend this bag. I'm really happy that I bought this one. I think it's one of the last blue ones. I'm actually sorry, because I would basically stock the blue. That's my color, the denim color. You can inquire from me, and then I'll ask them what colors they have available. But then there's also the overnight bag, I think, or the onboard bag. They only have 14 of those in stock. So hurry to my shop and quickly order yours if you want the bigger weekender bag. And then there's a taller one, the large one, that you can cover your sewing machine with. But I was also thinking that that would be a nice scrap away bag if you want to add lots of paper and things to that one. I think it opens on the top. And just check out my shop. I loaded all the bags under Artful Ways products, I think accessories. Just check the store under the new aisle, or the newbie aisle. You'll see the bags listed there, and they are all in one item. So you just check off the size that you want in the menu, in the options menu. And I also offered you the colors, so you can select a color, but I can't well, I don't know if I'll be able to get it, but just give me your preference and I'll make the best effort to get you the color that you want. So the smaller bags, the handbags, they are available in the red, and it's also dotted, and the khaki green color as well. So I hope that you grab those.